this is your post review of Hull City versus Chelsea. Well done, guys. We managed to get it. We managed to get a 4-0 victory over Hull City, like we're supposed to, like we should. This is a game where we're supposed to be winning, regardless of who we put. I mean, we are levels be above Hull City. The league we play on is completely different. The tempo we're able to change the game supposed to be different. The consistency of retrieving the ball, the shots on targets, the quality of the shot, the passes, the quality of the players are all different levels and levels above Hull City, because we are a big, very big club, and it's what we're supposed to have done. We done the basics. Going into this game, when the game was being played, when I looked at it, it was quite interesting that we never played the same type of football that we played against Leeds. I don't know, maybe it's because of the formation that maybe Hull City played against us. Maybe it was the personnel, like the people that we played in certain positions. For example, there's no Palmer. We played Pedro Neto in the 10. But this game was, I mean, when we look back after the game being played, you don't think and say, okay, we had this good passing and everything. No, the game was scruffy, the way I can remember it, the way it was being watched from my point of view. We didn't battle, but we didn't make it look easy. Also, apart from the goals, if you just take the goals out of the net basically, and there's no goals in this game, you would say that we dominated the game with ball possession, but it's not like we threatened them with good clear chances. I would say we got the first goal with Pedro Neto, where he just decides to get in a pocket of space outside the box and shoots, which was a very, very good goal. It gave us the opportunity to allow Hull City to be forced themselves out of their defensive lines and actually try, okay, no, we're losing, we need to get out of our defensive phase and actually start attacking, which obviously created space behind for us, in a sense, leaving them having to chase back as well, not allowing them to be comfortable. And then we also end up getting, I believe it was the second, where Delap sets Pedro Neto up in towards the penalty spot, just plays a 1-2 on him, and he ends up putting it through the defender's legs, and let it go right through into the net. And then we also had the Estaval goal, and then we had another Pedro Neto goal where it was a cross. I think Hato tried to claim it, and there was another player who also tried to claim it, but it actually at the end was actually Neto's goal because no one actually ended up touching it. So yeah, this game, despite the goals, it was definitely a scruffy game. I don't know if it's maybe because of Pedro Neto not playing on the wing, playing as a 10. He didn't actually have that persona like Palmer in order for him to play tiki taka. Maybe it was just that case of him. But yeah, apart from that, we did okay. Let's take a look at the lineup. We started with Sanchez in goal. I'm quite surprised we didn't play who's this guy's name? Another goalkeeper, but we can understand if Jorgensen is still injured. And then we had Reece James play on the right wing, on the right back, Fofana and Sarr. Nice to see Sarr back, actually also with the clean sheet. Then Hato as the left back, Caicedo and Santos as the CDMs, Garnacho as our winger, a left winger, Pedro Neto as the 10, Estaval as the right, and Liam Delap as our striker. Maybe we look at these players. Reece James did okay for the amount of time he played. He only played 60 minutes, and then he came on for Changpong, which is good to see. Also, we also giving a chance to to our second team in order for them to pick up some form, and in case there is ever a reason to bring them on, they're ready basically. Then we also end up taking out Caicedo. Good rest for Caicedo. Not much of a rest, but it's something is better than nothing. And then we end up playing Enzo to come off. And then we end up having Garnacho. Garnacho, I think, looking into this game, uh, Garnacho, I think, probably was the only player would I would say that had a poor game. He didn't light it up. He didn't do anything. Let me know down below if you guys agree. But he didn't. He didn't do anything that was a blockbuster. He didn't do anything. Wow, you could say, okay, no, he he deserves to be in this team. Basically, we heard the commentators mentioning that he battled at Man United, and then and he also has a problem now of him tracking back. Maybe that's the reason why we don't play him as often as we would want to, because he doesn't track back. He doesn't help Hato or Cucurella out. Likely Cucurella can do it all on his own, but it would be nice for the winger to also actually help and assist where they can in order to alleviate the unnecessary pressure put all on Cucurella or Hato. Then we yeah, apart from that, I think Esteban did well. Caicedo, for the amount of time he played, Santos actually did well as well. Good to see Santos is becoming a formality into the team. He's able to gel well and become one of the starting players for the team, knowing that we can trust him in order for him to play a full game. And then yeah, then we end up playing some youngsters as well in the 77th minute and the 88th. It's quite shocking that we play someone at the 88 minutes. I mean, what does our player do for 2 minutes? You might as well not bring me on, because now you're just bringing me for me to be a statistic in the game and just to say I have an appearance on my clock sheet. But actually, what is 2 minutes basically? If you're gonna trust a player and bring them on, at least give them 5-10 minutes. We are 4-0 up at that point. So what's there to risk apart from a clean sheet, basically? So yeah, apart from that, we did well. With the goals, we did well basically, but like I said earlier, that the way we played wasn't the best football that we could have. But I think the main thing is sometimes you get it well, sometimes you're able to to do well in these certain games and win convincingly. But even though it doesn't look like that, but it is what it is. Where other games you look like wow, you played very well, but the result doesn't match the performance on the field. So like we played against Leeds. Leeds, we played one of our best matches on the football, but yet we got with a draw. With this game, we didn't do well, but yet we won comfortably. So sometimes it's not to say just play the good football and then you will win. Sometimes it's not just like that. Sometimes it's more complex and more tricky. But now, yeah, so now we're in through to the next round. Let me know down below, who do you guys think, who would you like to see in the FA Cup? Or rather, who do you think we would be playing in the next round? You start to see a pattern in these FA Cups where 90, let's say 80% of the time you play around the same player, the same opponents, which is quite shocking. Like for instance, Man City today, they end up playing the same team that they played earlier, which was quite weird. I mean, what are the chances that should happen? That you end up playing the same team? Man City won today against Salford 2-0. It's quite disappointing from them. Apart from the result, I mean, they should have got a lot more goals. I mean, the last game they played them, they won 8-0. But that's not our team. That's not the team we support. So good luck to them. Disappointing that they didn't get what they're supposed to have done. I'm sure their fans would be having this argument among themselves as to say what went wrong. Why isn't there more goals at the back of the net for them to look like this game actually was all wrapped up? 2-0 at 80 minutes. Anything can happen. You can get a goal and things can change. But for their sake, nothing did. Nothing went far from 2-0. 2-0 clean sheet. Easy day at the office for them, basically. So yeah, this is my post review. Let me know down below what you guys think of the game. How did you see the game going? Did it go the way you anticipated it to go? Did you guys um, line up seeing the correct scoreline on display at the end of the game the way you envisioned it in your mind before the game was played? Um, like I said, I think I said on my preview, I said 3-0, quite close, not that far off. And then scoring a bonus goal for me basically, so it's good to see. Yeah, so our next game is a week from now against Burnley. We've got some time to work on some formations. We've got some time to work on understanding of the players, the team. Good time to see how many players we can bring back from our hospital there at Cobham, and how many players we can actually bring back and recover and let them become fit in order for us to play this crazy fixture list that we're about to go through with Man City, Arsenal, Spurs, all the big teams in our lineup that we'll have to play coming up. So yeah, let me know down below, how did you guys see this game? What are your thoughts? Peace.